When it comes to the winter playgrounds of the rich and famous, and everyone else, you would be hard-pressed to find anywhere better than Aspen, Colorado. So come with me as we dig into Aspen on today's episode of 5 Weird Things. Welcome to the channel, where I look into the weirdest facts I can find out about any subject I can think of. Now before we get started, please like and subscribe to be notified when new videos drop. Alright, let's get into it. First, the stuff that everybody knows. Aspen, in Colorado's Rocky Mountains, is a ski resort town and year-round destination for outdoor recreation. It's also known for high-end restaurants and boutiques and numerous local landmarks. It sits at 8,000 feet above sea level, so for those sensitive to high altitude, Aspen may take your breath away in more ways than one. Ski season in Aspen varies from year to year, but you can usually count on skiing from November through mid-April and sometimes into May. With 4 world-class ski resorts nearby, it's no wonder Aspen is famous for its skiing. It has a permanent population of 5,900. Now that that's out of the way, weird thing number 5. Snowmass is bigger than you think. Aspen's primary skiing area, Snowmass, is so large you could fit 36 Disneyland resorts in it quite comfortably. Snowmass is a year-round mecca of outdoor activities and adventure. With a single lift ticket, skiers and snowboarders can explore 4 mountains: Aspen, Aspen Highlands, Buttermilk, and Snowmass, over 5,300 acres of total terrain and more than 4,000 feet of vertical rise. You could ski all week at Snowmass alone and not cover the same ground twice. The 4 mountains that make up Aspen Snowmass appeal to both beginners and children just learning to ski, intermediate and advanced skiers and snowboarders looking for a variety of terrain, and even experts seeking out a new challenge. Weird thing number 4. The Hotel Jerome. Hotel Jerome has been the social hut of Aspen since its opening in 1889 at the height of the town's silver boom, known as the place where all great stories were born and told. As the only Aspen hotel to survive the silver crash, the long pre-ski resort winters, and the Depression, they've seen cowboys ride through the front doors, the 10th Mountain Division soldiers gather round over pints after training in the slopes prior to World War II, and Hunter S. Thompson holding court during his run for sheriff. You cannot experience Aspen without experiencing the Hotel Jerome. Weird thing number 3. Aspen Art Museum. It is an odd thing when a town of roughly 5,900 residents has a world-class art museum. The Aspen Art Museum attracts contemporary artists from around the world and was designed by renowned Japanese architect Shigeru Ban. The museum acquired property on the corner of Spring Street and Hyman Avenue, breaking ground in 2011. Construction of the downtown facility officially began in fall 2012. The Aspen Art Museum building was completed in summer of 2014. The museum celebrated its 35th anniversary with a 24-hour opening reception to the public. Its construction was 100% privately funded. Now, Shigeru Ban was identified as the design architect for a new facility in 2007 after an extensive search. Shigeru is known for his innovative work with timber, paper, and bamboo structures. He has hundreds of industry awards, and his builds are legendary for the use of materials and exotic/modern design. The 4-story, 30,000 square foot Aspen Art Museum features 12,500 square feet of exhibition space, including 6 galleries, an education classroom, museum shop, and cafe. The long-span timber roof structure that caps the museum is an unprecedented prefabricated system that eliminates metal joints between truss cords and webs. In conjunction with the woven facade, the roof diffuses daylight, entering the building's glass curtain skylight system. For those in the architectural field, this was unheard of. Now, this one was not so much weird as just really cool. Weird thing number 2. Tree shrines. The many shrines on Aspen Mountain are one of the best kept secrets among locals. I could not find a map. It's all word of mouth. Far more than a plaque or a memorial, Aspen shrines are a mysterious and historical lair to skiing in Aspen that sit hidden from plain sight, tucked away in the trees, and kept secret, I guess, till now. The ones not to miss: the Jerry Garcia Shrine. Tucked into the tight pine trees on the skier's right side of Ruthie's Run, the Jerry Garcia is a classic Aspen Mountain shrine. Laminated photos, memorabilia, and a perfectly placed bench that looks over the roaring Fork Valley. The Elvis and Marilyn Shrines. The Aspen Mountain shrines devoted to Elvis Presley and Marilyn Monroe sit next to each other on Bell Mountain. Laminated photos and memorabilia from different times in the stars' lives. The Jimi Hendrix Shrine. The double black diamond run in what's known as the Dumps is a local favorite and home to the Jimi Hendrix Shrine. Jimmy's headshot is spray painted on the bricks of an old mining shaft, and the lyrics to many of his songs are stenciled on the walls. The Fenway Park Red Sox and Yankee Stadium New York Yankees Shrines. The rivalry between Boston and New York runs deep, and it made it all the way to the Aspen Mountains. Red Sox fans erected a shrine on Bell Mountain, which compelled Yankee fans to do the same for their team, or the other way around. Nobody's really sure which one of them came first. The John Denver Shrine. Just months after John Denver's death in 1997, 2 Aspen locals erected a shrine on Ajax in memoriam of the legendary Rocky Mountain troubadour. John Denver's shrine is located off Bellissimo Trail on Ajax. And last but not least, the 9/11 Shrine. Near Gretel's Run on Aspen Mountain, the 9/11 Shrine is one of the few shrines readily visible from the ski run without having to go back into the trees. The shrine includes a large carved wooden sign that shows the New York City skyline with the 2 towers. Now, before we get to number 1, here are the runner-ups. The Roaring Fork Valley was part of the Homestead Act that promised settlers 160 acres that, if they worked the land for 5 years, was theirs to keep. And there are some families still living in the valley for the last 5 to 6 generations that got their land that way. Hunter S. Thompson escaped to Aspen after gaining entry into the Hells Angels motorcycle gang and exposing them through his writing from within. What started out as hiding out in the mountains became a lifelong residency. And now, weird thing number 1, the Shining Mountains. The Ute Indians affectionately called Aspen the Shining Mountains because of its silver mines. In 1879, the first prospectors arrived in what would soon become Aspen and determined the area contained large deposits of silver ore. For the next 14 years, Aspen's fortunes rose as it eventually produced 1/6 of the nation's silver and 1/16 of the world's silver. This was pushed into a massive boom by Congress when they passed the Sherman Silver Purchase Act of 1890. The act required the government to purchase 4.5 million ounces of silver every month to mint coins and back paper currency. At a time in the country where the average worker was making $1 a day, the average silver miner was making $3 to $6 a day. Now, this was repealed in 1893, and silver took a huge dump on the markets. In less than a decade, Aspen became all but a ghost town. Thanks for listening. Now, if I missed anything or you have a suggestion for another video, make sure to comment below. Again, like and subscribe. Take care and have a great night.